Good morning, happy Thursday. There's Mr. Reuben in the background. It was almost like 10:30, I think, before we went to bed last night. And he stayed in bed till 10 till 7. But his temperature is 37.1 today. He has chosen to not put his clothes on. He's been dressed a few times and he's just taken it off. But yeah, as long as we can keep that temperature below 38, we don't have to ring a 111. We can just stick with the antibiotics and the pain relief. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's like in my ears, and I've got a runny nose and the throat. And I don't know if it's a mix of what Reuben's got and I've caught it, or just I've been in 3 casualty departments in 2 days, so gonna catch something. And even though I wore a mask, Reuben continuously pulling it down, and there are a lot of people not wearing masks, so I'm deaf in one ear, so if I'm shouting, I'm sorry. We're still coughing. He's still not right, but he has pulled out I've just tidied some of them up, but he pulled out all the toys this morning. He's been playing on the donkey and the giraffe, and he's eaten today. These are all things that he didn't do. He's also done 2 poops. Didn't poop at all yesterday. So he's still not right, but he is so much better. Such a relief. Yeah, John is decided to take the day off work again today. He did go into work for like an hour or 50 minutes, I think it was, yesterday. He was going to go in for a couple of hours, and then I had to ring 111 and he came back. He's just gone to Morrison's to try and pick up the things that ASDA didn't bring on Wednesday, and to get us some cold and flu tablets or something, I don't know. I need to try and get my house to look, the house looks like hell because we've just been surviving for a couple of days. So it's Operation Cleanup, and then in another, I think it's another 40 odd minutes, I've got to give Reuben another round of his antibiotics, and we've got his pain relief, and they go up the tush. I've got to do that as well. The joys of motherhood. But he is very much feeling better, even if I feel like crap, but he's feeling better, and that is the important thing. I never want to go back to either of those hospitals ever again. Not that they weren't great, the nurses were fantastic, but it's just not, yeah, nobody wants to be there. Hello. So John came back from Morrison's. It's not a proper Morrison's, it's like one of those Morrison local things. Oh, the light's a bit weird. I didn't record it, I probably should have, sorry. He got stuff for sandwiches. I'm feeling a bit breathless. Stuff for sandwiches, cold and flu stuff, some throat spray stuff. They had no tomatoes, but I don't think anywhere in the country has tomatoes right now. He bought some bread because ASDA didn't have any white bread. He bought Reuben chocolate buttons because, yeah. Stuff for sandwiches. They had no pretzels. I've given up crisps for Lent, so it's like pretzels are it, and there aren't any anywhere. Lent's not meant to be easy though, is it? Yeah, so we did that, and then Reuben had his antibiotics, and then we had to give Reuben his pain medication, which is up the bum. Surprisingly easy. He took it like it was no more fuss than a nappy change, and you know, if you've got a toddler or you've ever had a toddler, without sounding like a patronising knob, you know that they always complain about having their nappy changed regardless. So yeah, it was no worse than that. A lot less. Reuben's one of these kids that doesn't like Calpol, and he will spit it out. So it was a lot easier than Calpol. But yeah, John's now taking him out in the car to see if we can get him to go to sleep because he's tired. But obviously his full like nap routine is gone the last week because obviously we've just let him sleep when he's wanted to sleep. And we've just let him like lie on me and sleep. So he's feeling a lot better. His temperature is perfect and normal. But he just didn't want to go to sleep. He was fighting it. He got kind of, we probably were keeping him awake to get to the point where we could, to the right time to give him his antibiotics. Realistically, he probably could have done with going to bed about half an hour before, but we didn't want to miss the time for the antibiotics and painkillers. So yeah, so John's taken him out in the car to get him to sleep. I've done the dishes. I've put a load of washing on. Yeah. I'm struggling. But, you know, this is what I prayed for. Literally, when we were in hospital the first time. So we've been in hospital 3 times in 2 days. The first time I literally prayed to God, I'm like, just let me be ill. Let Reuben be okay and let me be ill. And now Reuben is better and I'm full of germs. But that's what I asked God for. So, you know, it's that prayer, isn't it? I think all parents do is like, please, I'll be ill. Just make my baby better. And, you know, either that or it's just germs being in the hospital so frequently the last few days. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking, try and save some voice. Hello. So it's very sunny, but it's a lot later. Reuben slept for 3.5 hours. He did an hour and a half in his bed, woke up, was clearly still tired. So I took him into my bed, mine and John's bed. He went straight back to sleep, slept for another 2, and I slept with him. I don't know if you can hear his little voice, it's so bad. I feel awful. I was just trying to, me and John were just having this chat, I'm like, I feel so relieved and so much better because he's better, but at the same time I'm feeling germy and feel awful myself. But yeah, Reuben's little cough and his little voice is just a bit broken. But I'm going to make, he's just having some squash and I'm going to make him some tea. Pasta for the win. Change of plan, we're all hungry. No more pasta. Sausage and mash. And it's tea time, and tonight we've got sausage and mash and loads of veg. I've also done Reuben a bit of waffle because he doesn't always dig mash. Sometimes he loves it, sometimes he doesn't. But yeah, kind of went over the top with the mash. I did some roasted red onion for me and John as well. They are red onion and pork sausages. As you can hear, we are all germy. Quite lovely looking gravy though. It's a green bean yummy.
2 peas.
2 peas.
2 peas.
Yum.
2 peas.
Hello. So, Mr. Reuben is in bed. Darwin and Gilly are eating their dinner. I've got a coffee. I've got such a headache. I've taken cold and flu tablets. And I'm like deaf in one ear. And my nose is runny. And my throat hurts. But I've taken enough like tablets today that I shouldn't feel anything, let alone a headache. And then it kind of dawned on me, I've had 1 cup of coffee today, so the headache is probably lack of caffeine. Hence a coffee at 7:30 at night, which isn't a problem for me. I can do caffeine pretty much till about 9 o'clock at night. And even if I went a bit later, we have flat whites. It's not like we're doing filtered rocket fuel. I am feeling a bit rubbish. Reuben, the other times he's taken his antibiotics, he's done it really well. This time he didn't want to do it, but eventually we mixed it in with some hot milk. It's banana flavour. And we were doing cheers. And then he does let you go cheers and he taps his thing with you and you go. And that was how we got him to finish the antibiotics tonight, because it wasn't going to happen otherwise. But yeah, I just want to go to bed, but I also would really like to spend some time with John, because even though we've been together continuously, apart from when he tried to go to work for an hour, or when I was sat by myself on an ambulance or in casualty for the last couple of days, we've not actually spent time together. It's all kind of just been panic and worrying over Reuben, or taking shifts to sleep. John is planning on going back to work tomorrow, so it'd be nice just to have a little bit of a chat, spend some time with each other until I go to bed. Because, yeah, even though I had that nap with Reuben this afternoon, I'm pooped. Having a poorly baby, you know, I think you're tired because you're not sleeping properly, but then it's the stress of it all is quite draining. I don't know how these people that have like children with ongoing illnesses survive. This has just been a couple of days of no sleep and hospital appointments, and I'm knackered. And there are like two of the people I work with have like children with ongoing really serious medical issues, and I'm like, I don't know how they go to work, you know. My friend's little girl has that epilepsy that happens while they sleep, and I don't know how the adults survive it. I don't know, because I'm just failing right now at being an adult. I'm just kind of surviving just. So these people that do it every day, bloody hell, they're amazing. Right, I'm going to drink my coffee.